Welcome back to Kerbal Hard and Uncut, and I am just now attempting to. We've got a bit of inclination. I'm trying to play with this node a bit and get our cluster approach to be a bit closer. If I'm honest, oh, we have an encounter now. Okay, let's focus view. How are we doing, Paul? How close do we want to get to you? That's the question. I want to get as close as possible. I'm not sure we get much O-berth effect from you, but I'm sure it's worth it. There we go. Look at that. Get nice and close. I'd really like to go up a bit as well. Can we do that? Can I go up onto your line? So that's that. So that'd be reasonably flat looking. And then how close is that? 56. I'd like to go a little closer if I'm honest. And then do I need to change you up a bit more? That seems okay. The inclination's fine. We'd probably be in retrograde, but it doesn't matter, does it? Right. I think we're okay for that. We're gonna move ourselves to the right position. This is going to be a node in 39 days. How are we doing for all of our stuff? We are still minus, I can't even see it anymore. It's just not going up, is it? It's just not going up. You know what? While we're waiting, what have we got? What have we got we can actually transmit that's of use? Well, you know, EVA report, I'll transmit that. EVA report, transmit that. We'll keep that because Tyler. EVA report, transmit that. EVA report, Val, transmit that. Okay. Has that improved at all? It has not. But then I suppose we've not got much science to do it. I can't remember how many points of science we needed for increasing our reputation. Right. Let's have a zoom in at Paul. We'll just watch Paul while we look at the world and things and how things change. You know, that's what we're going to look at. We're just going to look at Paul. So look at Paul and all the wonderful things that happen with Paul. So starting the burn just ever so soon. That's not gone down. Could have been worse. So we did get a slight, I'm guessing we got a slight change in our orientations there. Okay. We're going to just bring that back in to a nice tight Paul encounter. There we go. Is that still on the line? I'm not sure it is, but we can just bring it down a bit. That's better. I like that. All right. Are we on the marker? I think we are. Turn it off, turn it back on again. We have 12 minutes left, and we're actually going to do a burn within the first 3 minutes. That's exciting, isn't it? Most of the burn is going to be normal anti-burn. That's interesting. Okay, that's what I expected, but I forgot that we'd actually kicked ourselves out that far first. Right, so this is going to put us onto Paul. If we land on Paul, that means we're only left with Bop and Leith. 2 to go. If we can get this. This is number 3 to go. Right. Fire the engines now. Check that the craft is not ripping itself to bits. It is not. Go up to 2 times, because we can. Although I don't need to, because we're on a tiny burn. So that's not a problem. Right. We're going to pull the power down, because I don't want to jolt it too much. We're going to just bring it down. Bring it down. I'm going to take our time. And that, right, hold it there. Hold it there. That is not perfect, but I'll live with it. Right. How much to actually capture at Paul? That's the question that's terrifying me. Okay, so that's 350. And that puts it into a tight Paul orbit. 380. I say a tight Paul orbit. It puts us into a Paul orbit. Right. 380. That takes us down to less than 2,000. Over 2,500 left. 2,500 left to get to Bop. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. It's going to be a tight one, I think. And then the question is, what can we do about getting anywhere? Yeah, right. We may end up putting this whole craft into dual orbit and sending just the lander to Bop if we can do a refuel. and then do a re-encounter in dual orbit is maybe the best way to do it. Anyway, let's get ourselves there. Let's make this happen. Let us get there. Ooh, this is special. Right. 16, 17, 15, 14, 13, 12. You see, Pol is interesting. I don't think I've ever landed on Pol. I think I might have. I've put satellites around Pol. It doesn't look like it used to. I'm sure it used to look more like a pollen grain than this. It used to be more uniformed. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just my imagination. I don't know. It just feels as though it didn't look quite as... there's a bit of chaotic nature to this now. And in the past it looked a little bit sort of repetitive pattern. A little bit like a pollen grain, as I say. Right, there we go. Ooh, I thought we'd lost it then. Now, interestingly, that just, to there. I suppose because that instead, if we'd have used the stock alarm and we'd done a sphere influence change, it would have turned off because the sphere influence vanished. The sphere influence change vanished, I think. Right, let's get this thing into position. So this is a 1 minute burn, and it's going to put us above Pol. Can we land in this episode? That'd be quite good, going from dual sphere influence to Pol to land. Could even try and take off, but I don't think we're going to get that chance. Right, let's... that's a bit early. Actually, what am I doing? We're 20 seconds early. Give me a little bit of speedy up. And yeah, there we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire the engines. Give me a double time warpy. I should really be watching the ship because we don't want to crash. There we go. We're coming over. I don't even know what the inclination is on this. What are we at? We're at... we're at a positive inclination. That they're in a standard, roughish standard orbit. Okay, that's not terrible. So I believe Pol needs about 150 meters per second to land. Is my belief. I may be wrong. I'm not entirely sure. As I say, not something that I've done much of. Right, there we go. That will do. Put me on the normal. Thank you. Right. I think, do we just go for it? I think we do. So are you still, where are you? Are you in here? You are in here. Okay. What I'm actually going to check is EVA. Can you EVA? What do you mean EVA is unavailable? Right, you know what? Transfer crew to there. Right, is EVA available now for you? Can I EVA you? Can you EVA? What do you mean EVA is unavailable? Transfer crew. Transfer to you. What if I extend ladder? Is something happened? Retract ladder. Right, you're in there anyway. Let's decouple you. Right. Now we're going to jump across. Can we? Oh, because we're in time warp. Right, can we just check you? What have you got jetpack wise? Fuel. Right, it's full. Okay, so it fills up. So we don't have to worry about that. Get the gear down. Where do we want to land? How do we want to land? When do we want to land is the next question, isn't it? This looks good. This looks very good. So let's put you in retrograde straight away. Do it. Make it happen. Would be a good idea if we turned the engine on, maybe. There we go. We're coming down. Right. Where are we coming down? Not anywhere good. I want to come down here because I know this. And I can see it. We can see that we're actually... There we go. Right. On that top of that? Yeah, that's cool. Okay, my thrust to weight with this is... I've got 614. Oh, yeah. I think we're going to be short on fuel. That's going to be annoying. I wonder whether we move all of the fuel. We've got 60 sets of tanks. We move all the fuel from all the tanks into like one on each side. That's an idea, isn't it? Put that on there. Let's try that. There, and there, and that one. So that's the one, and I want it to go into there. We'll move all the fuels from all these tanks into just one, and then I know what we're basically working with. Is that going to all fit? I think it is. Yes, it is. So then we can do the other side. So we're going that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, into that one. Right. So that's not a bad idea, actually. So we'll just move all of the fuels in. We've got 615. I think if we've got the opportunity, I think if we got, is that 40? That's 40.8, and it's on that line there, and that's 40.8, and it's there, right? I think if we've got the opportunity, if we filled those tanks up, those two first sets of tanks, I think that's enough for a BOP landing. Because I think there's enough technically here for a BOP landing. If I was being optimistic. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right, let's get this thing down there anyway. Where are we going to land? Is it got much of a roll on it? It doesn't have too bad a thing. The problem is that it's moving so fast that this could come up quite quickly and bite us in the posterior. Right, we're below 10. When is it going to slow us down? Take me down to 5, and then we'll get manual with it at this point. Right, let's see. Manual on, ish. There, that one. Right, 3 minutes to land. What does that? Right, that's okay. So I think I can take it down quite. We can't accelerate now because we have a periapse that's too low, do we? Okay. I think we just let it go a bit more. 3 minutes to land. Okay. Do that now. Pull it a bit. Just keep it under control. I don't want to be too crazy when we come down. I don't want it to be too sort of like last second, but I don't want to hover on the nuclear engines for too long either. So we'll just do that, and then we'll just throttle it. There we go. 80 seconds to landing. What is on the ground down there? Are they special stones? Is that like pole stone? Pollen grains or something? That's interesting. This is very much like a Minmus landing, isn't it? That's a lot of rock. Is that something I can sample? Or is that just like trees? It's the tree equivalent on pole. We're going to take this down to about 10 meters per second for the final bit of descent. There we go. Just do that. We'll hold it about 11. Oh, that's nice. So I know any thrust at all will actually zero it. Okay, we're coming in. I see my shadow there. When we get to 100 meters above, we're gonna really kick that down a bit, and kick it now. And I want to pull it down to about there. That's it. A little bit less. There we go. Going down. So we've got 20 seconds to landing, and this is just holding us really nicely. Like it. I mean, we are wasting a bit of fuel here. We've got 490. Yeah, we have not got a BOP landing in us. Radial out. And engines off. Right, you may be wondering why on Earth, sea monsters, have you not opened your other solar panel? Major reason is that, yeah, those are interesting. What are those? Can I get something from them? Are they extra science? Is that if we have an incident in our docking, it means that I've still got a solar panel I can unfurl. The craft is still usable. But now we don't have an engineer, right? We've got some more reputation come in. Oh, that's nice. Bit of funding as well. What's that done for the old reputation chart? Not moved at all. It's like it's stuck there. Like you have seen how much reputation points we've had since that was last looked at, and it's just not moving. It's just not moving. Right. Can you EVA for me, please? Thank you very much. And we're going to do an EVA report. Take that. We'll do take a surface sample. Do that. We'll put all of those into there. We're going to store the experiments. All right. And then we're gonna undo the ladder, and next episode we shall put a flag down on Paul, and then we can try and figure out what on earth is going on. So from me, until next time, have a great one.